Hi, welcome to Flexi Friday. I'm Tom and today we're going to be going through about a 20-minute easy peasy stretch just to wake ourselves up in the morning or perhaps get ourselves ready for bed at night. See you on the mat. So today we're going to start in a standing position, shoulders back, and I want you to take a deep breath, the biggest breath you've taken all week perhaps. Nice deep breath from the belly, fill that belly up with oxygen. You might like to just close your eyes for a moment and take this third breath. Just set your intention this morning. One more breath. Bat those eyes open. We're going to start with a gentle rotation of the neck, ever so gently, just easing out the knots. One way, drawing little circles with your nose, and then back the other way. Keep breathing. That's it, you got this. This is good. One more. Now gently we're going to rotate the head to the left, looking over the left shoulder, and back to the center, and back to the right and over the right shoulder, and back to the center. And once more to the left. Breathing in, breathe out as you come to the center, breathe into the right, and out as you come to the center. Going to take the hands, going to clasp them together, interlock the fingertips, and press down, press, press, press. Feel strong isometric tension as you press down, lifting the chest upwards. So we're not shunting over like this, we're lifting up nice and strong, pushing down. All the muscles of the arm are going to be in tension, and then we're going to take a big breath in as we come out to halfway position. Just going to pivot a little bit, just turn it, make it up, find out what feels good for you. Perhaps a little twist of the back, undo those knots in your back muscles, and then a big breath overhead. Wonderful, big stretch like you used to when you were a child, right up high. And then we're going to lean to the left, stretch it out, back to the middle, breathing out, breathing in, and back to the middle. Release those hands, bring them down to the side, pushing out, and then we're going to pivot to the left here, and gently back. And breathing in, we pivot to the right, and back in again. We're going to do that once more. So take the hands, put them together, interlock the fingertips, and press down, down, down. Chest nice and up, nice and high. Put a smile on your face. It's a great day. And then we're going to pull up to the center point. Just wheel it out a little bit, like you're driving a race car. And big breath overhead. Wonderful, up nice and high as you can go. And then with a big breath in, we're going to go to the left. Feel that stretch all down the side body, up to the center, big breath in again to the right. Up to the center, hands down to the side, push out the borders of your life and turn to the left. And back to the center and a pivot to the right, you got this. Back to the center, take those arms, right arm up high overhead like you're doing backstroke, and now the left arm Try and synchronize your breath so you're breathing in as you go up. Stretching out all those little muscles in the shoulder blades. A lot of us have rotator cuff problems in our shoulders, and this is wonderful for that. Just gentle stretching, just stretch it out. And then we're going back forwards now, like you're doing front crawl. Breathing in. That's it, you got it. Keep that smile on your face, this is fun. Okay, hands now to your hips, thumbs forward. And we're going to just pull back the shoulder blades, pull back the elbows. Once again, lift your chest up nice and high. That's it. Hold it. One more breath. And turn the hands the other way around onto the hips. We're just going to rotate those hips. Now be nice and gentle. Be kind to yourself here. You might not have done this since when you were at school, perhaps with a hula hoop or something like that. So just nice, gentle circles to warm up those hips. Try and remember to keep breathing. And back the other way again. Good. Maybe the hips are a bit creaky this morning, that's okay. And back to the centre. Wonderful. Now the legs are going to come two shoulder widths apart. Nice wide straddle here. And then we're going to take the left hand. We're going to take the left hand and place the left hand on the left knee. The right leg is going to stay straight through this. This is a stretch for the hamstrings. So the right leg's staying straight. We're going to bend, bend, bend the left knee, bending the left knee, and just reaching down. So we're meeting here with our left hand on our left knee, right hand just supporting our right leg, but our right leg is nice and straight here, and we're looking towards our right big toe, which if you can, just point it upwards towards the sky. Deep breath. And then we're going to roll it back ever so slowly, staying low, roll it back here. So now we're looking at the other big toe. We've got the leg nice and straight. Wonderful. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath here. Breathing in, breathing out. Staying low, we're going to roll it back. Breathing in, and breathing out. And roll it back again. I do like to keep reminding us to breathe, because when we exercise, we tend to hold our breath. That's the worst thing we can do. Let's roll it back again. We hold our breath while our muscles tense up. We want nice, supple muscles for this. And we're rolling back again, friends. Now we're rolling back again. Staying low, we're going to just draw out those feet a little bit wider. And if we can drop our hands to the floor, that's wonderful. Just touch the floor with your fingers. That's wonderful. If you can come down into your hands, that's even better. But it doesn't matter if you might be on your knees here, and that's perfectly okay. This isn't about stretching, it's about your journey. So whatever you're comfortable with, just go down nice and until you start feeling the stretch, but you shouldn't be feeling pain. You can drop down to whatever's comfortable. Just enjoy that nice feeling of the hamstrings stretching out. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. And then we're going to crawl the fingers over towards the left-hand side of your mat. So we're about halfway between the shoulders and the left foot. We're just stretching a little bit there, changing it a little bit up. We don't want to be stuck in static positions. Come back to the right hand side, walk your hands across. Wonderful. And coming back, this time we're going all the way over to the foot. So you might just be holding onto your ankle, and that's fine, that's what I'm going to do. Hold onto the ankle. You can still look at your left foot. Breath in, breath out. And then walking, just supporting your body as you walk across to your right foot, holding onto your right ankle. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, back to the centre. We're going to walk the feet in, heel toe, and when we get to about the middle, just going to hop down into a kneeling position. Organise yourself again. And just take a moment, a couple of deep breaths. So feel nice and centred again, and we're going to spin it round onto a tabletop position. So I'm meeting you here in our tabletop position. Our hands are pressing into the floor, the tops of our feet are pressing into the floor. We're not particularly relaxed here. It's quite a pressure going on as you press away from the earth. And then we're going to breathe out, and as we breathe out, we're going to raise the body up. Stretch out all the knots from the back. Then breathing in, going to invert that and drop the back down. And then breathing out. And breathing in as we drop the pelvis. And breathing out as we raise the back, roll it up. And then breathing in as we drop the pelvis again. Hands are going to wander forward a little piece, and then we're going to drop slowly down onto our mat and just lift ourselves up. We're not cranking ourselves up, just lifting ourselves up just gently and checking out over your shoulders. And don't do this if you've got a slip disc or something, don't be doing this. But you're fine with this if you've got a normal back, just a gentle raise. And then we're going to push it up, and I'm going to meet you in downward dog. The balls of the feet are firmly planted on the ground, the heels are touching the mat if possible. Just pedal it out a little bit, feel those stretching the calf muscles. Our calves get very, very tight. And then we're going to press into the mat with our left foot and raise our right foot up, keeping our hips nice and square to the mat. And then we're going to bring it forward into our hurdless lunge. Wonderful. We're going to just stay here just for a while. Just get locked into this sort of feeling. See how that feels. What are the muscles doing? And then we're going to take a big breath, and nice and balanced, we're going to come up. Champion pose. In this nice, deep lunge. Reaching up towards the sky, eyes forward. You might like to smile. Remember, this is fun. One more breath. Floating the arms down behind you, back into that lunge, chest up nice and high, and we're going to drop that right foot back into a plank. From the plank position, we're going to drop down again, nice press up, just until your nose touches the floor, then raising up, a little bit higher this time. Checking over your left shoulder, check over your right shoulder. Tucking our toes under and walking it back up into downward facing dog. Now planting our right foot on the mat, we're going to slowly lift up our left foot, keeping those hips nice and straight, and bring it forward into a runner's lunge. Hold it, Hold it. You got this. You're okay. You got this. And then with a big breath, nicely balanced, rise it up. Good. Holding that position. One more breath. Floating the arms down to the mat and throwing that foot back into our plank. And once again, we're coming down to the mat. Press up into this position, we call it cobra or upward facing dog. Heel, toes tuck under, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog again. Now this time we're going to raise the right foot up, nice and straight behind you, and bring it forward halfway towards the nose, and tuck it to 45 degrees. It's a nice 45-degree angle here. Drop down until you can feel the stretch along your glute medius here, which is a muscle which gets so tight. Lots of pain, sciatic pain comes from tight glute medius, so dropping down. Just enjoy a moment of calm. You can do this stretch when you're watching telly, or perhaps you're reading a book. You can sit and read a book and do this. You don't have to have a specific practice time for this, just to take time to put your body in positions where they're stretched. One more breath. And then pushing up, put that foot out behind you, and we're going to do another press up, coming down and pushing up into our cobra, looking over our right shoulder this time, looking over our left shoulder, tuck the toes under, and we're back up into downward dog. This time we're raising the left foot, bring it through to touch the nose, and then tuck it under to this nice 45 degrees. We call this pose the pigeon pose, and I can't work out why. I don't know whether anybody else knows why it's called the pigeon pose, but there you go. 45 degrees, and then we can gradually move down to stretch out the muscles of the bum. Oh, you can really feel that. You'll feel that. Wonderful. Breathing in, breathing out. Great, great stretch for after you've been running. And then we're going to rise up, throw it back behind you. Once again, down into this press up, into this beautiful upward position. And we're going to swing it round so we're facing the front of our mats. Just get yourself organised again. Wonderful. Now, you might like to lean forward. Not going too far at the moment, just to lean forward. Take hold of your calves. Just check out how far you can go here. Not wanting to strain the lower back, so just check that out. And then taking your right hand, take hold of the right ankle and tuck it behind you as we go into a hurdler's stretch. Going to take the left hand and bring it down. Now, if you can only bring it to your ankle, that's fine. If you can touch your big toe, that's great. If you can go right the way forward and take hold of your foot, that's fine. And we're going to drop the head down and hold this, breathing in, breathing out. That's it. Breathing in. Good. One more breath. Good. Take the right hand now and swap over, supporting ourselves with our left hand. Right hand comes over to that foot and we drop down. Just enjoy that stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. So the hamstrings get incredibly tight with modern life. Create all sorts of problems for us as we get older. So we want to keep them nice, stretched out at least once a day, stretching those hamstrings out. And now we're going to just roll back. If you can come to your hands on the ground, that's fine. You might bring your elbows down to the ground. Or you may just go right the way back and rest your head on the ground. That's also fantastic. And take a few deep breaths as we stretch out these long muscles on the quadriceps. 4 long muscles, which once again get very, very tight with modern living. So why don't you just close your eyes and just enjoy this moment, your moment. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And lifting yourself back up again. We're going to swap that over, bring the right foot back and take hold of the left ankle, bring it round behind you. Taking the right hand this time, bringing it forward to the toe, perhaps the ankle, or if you can, down to the foot, and we're just going to fold forward at the hip. Nice deep breaths. That's good. One more breath. Good. We're going to take the left hand and swap over. Keep doing exactly the same thing. Feel the muscles slowly relaxing as you breathe breath into them. Rolling back now, coming back for that quadricep stretch, perhaps on our elbows, or perhaps into this beautiful pose. This may be quite painful to start with, but it can become very, very therapeutic as time goes on. It becomes very beautiful, very nourishing. Wonderful. Let's slowly bring ourselves up, swing our legs forward, and now we're going to do what we couldn't do before. We're going to lift up our hands and we're going to just bring them forward to our shins here, but perhaps this time we can come right the way forward and touch the toes, perhaps put our hands on the soles of our feet and slowly lower those legs and drop for a nice long stretch here. So wherever you're at, that's fine. It's better to keep your legs straight and be here than have your legs bent and be down here. So try and keep those legs as nice and close to the ground as you can. Don't crank it forward. Never force your back into awkward positions. Breathing in, breathing out. That's beautiful. Beautiful, my friends. You're doing so well. Keep going with this. One more breath. Breathing in. Breathing out, release. And now we're going to just switch around into a seated position, cross-legged. So well done today for being with us, for taking this journey with us. We're going to take just the last couple of moments in this cross-legged position, which is an important position to spend some time in. We used to be able to do it when we were kids so easily, and now it's so difficult for many of us. So you might like to start by putting a little cushion under your bum, and that's also very good, that's fine. You can rest your arms on your knees to give you a little bit of counterbalance. But the important thing is to try and sit up nice and tall, raising the chest up towards the sky, Put a smile on your face, and for now, just allow your eyes to close for a moment. And you know we love to close our practices by taking a few moments to go to our happy place, to remember something that made us supremely glad. And perhaps it was the moment you saw your baby for the first time. Perhaps it was that first kiss sitting on a beach somewhere. Perhaps it was the day you got married. Perhaps it was the day you got divorced. Just go there now. So whatever makes you happy, be there. And take a deep breath in now. And a deep breath out. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Final breath in and out. And just open those eyes. You've all done so well. Thank you for being with us today. What a wonderful experience it is just to stretch out our muscles, to enjoy some relaxation together, and to find that every week and every day, the more you practice, the more and more flexibility you'll get, and you'll keep that into old age. You've been here on Flexi Friday with Tojo Fitness. We look forward to seeing you again.